Arsenal may sell Kai Havertz to fund a new striker. Florian Wirtz is breaking Liverpool. The team is in crisis. Coach panics. Manchester City loses Silva. Italy, Barcelona, or Saudi Arabia. Ter Stegen accepts his Barcelona exile. Brew your tea. The latest football news is here. This is Top League. Let's go! All right, let's talk about Arsenal, because they've got a serious situation brewing. According to Football Transfers, Arsenal may have to sell Kai Havertz next summer to balance the books after this year's spending spree. Wait, Kai Havertz? One of Arteta's most important players? Sell him? Yes! And here's why. Arsenal spent a ton of money this summer, and next summer, they'll need to make significant sales. Havertz is at the top of the list. Why? Because he's 27 years old, contract until 2028, and he could fetch Arsenal a very handsome fee. But there's a problem. Havertz is oft injured. He's constantly getting hurt. And if Arsenal want to buy a new striker, like Samu Aghehowa from Porto for 100 million euros, they need to free up space and cash. Now, other Arsenal news. Bukayo Saka is close to signing a new contract. David Ornstein confirmed the deal is coming very soon. Saka will become Arsenal's highest-paid player. Arsenal are interested in Kenan Yildiz from Juventus. He's valued at 100 million euros, but his contract runs until 2029, and Juventus don't want to sell. Man United have beaten Arsenal to Jeremy Jacquet. The Rennes defender is worth 40 million euros. Arsenal rejected him in the summer. Now, United are ready to pay. Our take? Selling Havertz is a risk. Yes, he gets injured, but when he's healthy, he's key for Arsenal. Arteta plays him in multiple positions, and he always delivers. If Arsenal sell Havertz to buy Aghehowa, it could work, but it could also be a huge mistake, especially if Aghehowa doesn't adapt to the Premier League. Arsenal are walking a tightrope. One right move, and they're champions. One wrong move, and they're trophyless again. The summer rebuild? $500 million spent? Liverpool look worse than ever. They refreshed every line of the squad, even the ones that didn't need refreshing. Started the season top of the Premier League and somehow dropped below mid-table. No attacking spark, no defensive structure, just chaos. So who's to blame? Well, enter Arsene Wenger. In his talk with Sky Sports, the Arsenal legend claimed Liverpool's problems began the moment they signed Florian Wirtz. Bold statement, right? Wenger says Wirtz forced Liverpool into one demand. He plays as a number 10, not a winger, not a hybrid role, only a 10, or the deal is off. And that decision blew up Liverpool's midfield. Last season, Gravenberch, McAllister, and Szoboszlai looked like a cheat code. With Wirtz in the middle, Szoboszlai is now pushed to the wing. McAllister loses freedom, and the whole midfield collapses. But that's not all. Wirtz simply isn't delivering. After 11 Premier League games, he's sitting at 2 expected points from XG and XA combined. For comparison, even Bruno Fernandes, in one of his most fraud-watched seasons, doubles that number. His passing numbers dropped by 50% compared to last year. So, as Liverpool's new superstar playmaker, he's not doing the job. But here's the twist. It's not just Wirtz, not even close. Liverpool are such a mess right now that no one looks good. 9 losses in 12 games? That's not about one signing, that's a full system breakdown. It's not Wirtz making Van Dijk swipe at the ball like a volleyball player. It's not Wirtz forcing Konate into Sunday League defensive errors. The problem is massive. Broken midfield structure, pressing failures, zero control, and a team that looks mentally finished. So here's the real question. Does the manager even survive the season? In modern football, nobody waits for miracles. Lose 9 out of 12? Then you better fix everything fast, or hand in that resignation. The end of an era? Yeah, it looks like Manchester City's old guard is finally breaking apart. Kyle Walker is gone. Kevin De Bruyne packed his bags for Italy. John Stones might be next. And now Bernardo Silva is on the clock. His contract is running out, and every reliable source, including The Athletic, says City won't renew it. Pep is hitting the full refresh button on the squad. But let's be clear, Bernardo is not finished. He's still a top-level baller, way too good to think about retirement. So where does he go? Option 1, Saudi Arabia. The money? Ridiculous. Contracts Europe simply can't match. But does Bernardo look like a guy ready to go chill in 45-degree heat and play midfield with Jordan Henderson? Not really. Option 2, Italy. A classic route for ex-City players. Just look at Kevin De Bruyne. He joined Napoli and immediately became a key player before the injury. Italian media, La Gazzetta dello Sport, claim both Milan and Juventus added Bernardo to their summer shortlist. But here's the issue. At City, he makes more than $10 million a season. In Serie A, the biggest salaries barely reach 5 or 6. If he wants Italy, he'll have to cut his demands. Option 3, Barcelona, the most romantic option. Barca love former pet players. Gundogan slotted right in. Cancelo looked great, and Barcelona's wage ceiling, even with the financial crisis, is still higher than what Italian clubs can offer. Plus, Bernardo himself told Mundo Deportivo, "I love Barcelona as a city, and the football fits me." So, what's the verdict? Saudi Arabia gives him money. Italy gives him a starring role. Barcelona gives him the football he was born to play. My prediction? Barca are the frontrunners, if La Liga doesn't block the signing again. If they do, then Italy becomes the most realistic move. Where do you think Bernardo ends up? Drop your take in the comments. Let's cook. Let's talk about Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, because the situation at Barcelona has become so awkward that he's finally given up. According to Mundo Deportivo, Ter Stegen has accepted his fate, and he's looking for a new club in January. Let's break down what's happening. Ter Stegen spent more than 10 years at Barcelona. He was the starting goalkeeper, team captain, a legend. And then last summer, Barcelona signed Joan Garcia and just replaced Ter Stegen. Barcelona tried to force Ter Stegen out, but he refused to leave. He was temporarily stripped of the captaincy, and then he got injured. The injury allowed Barcelona to register Garcia until January, but the club made it clear to Ter Stegen, there's no way back. And here's the problem. Ter Stegen wants to play. After 10 years in the shadow of Manuel Neuer, he's finally Germany's #1 goalkeeper. But Julian Nagelsmann made it clear, if Ter Stegen doesn't play for his club, he's not going to the 2026 World Cup. So, Ter Stegen is forced to leave. Mundo Deportivo says it's clear to him that he needs to join a different club to get minutes. But where? There were rumors about Turkey, links to Premier League clubs, but so far, no concrete offers. Meanwhile, Ter Stegen is pushing hard in training, trying to convince Hansi Flick to change his mind. But he's fighting a losing battle. Our take? This is cruel. Ter Stegen gave Barcelona 10+ years. He was reliable. He never complained. And now they're pushing him out like old furniture. Yes, Garcia is younger. Yes, he has more potential. But treating a club legend like this, that's not okay. Barcelona have shown their true colors. When you're no longer needed, they throw you out without mercy. Ter Stegen deserves better. We hope he finds a good club where they'll respect him. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned on Top League.